Welcome to Full Court Fits, the show that takes you around the world of NBA fashion while also bringing you the latest, greatest, biggest news in sneaker culture today. I'm Big Woz. Let's go. All right, let's hop right into Copper Drop. First up, Trey Young of the Atlanta Hawks. He's rocking a baby blue sweatsuit. I'm not really sure the origin of the sweatsuit. A Lionel Messi jersey on top. I'm never mad at the hoodie underneath the jersey. It's just the jersey's a bit too tight. The hoodie underneath just makes it look like it's kind of busting out at the seams. And I hate the matchy of the baby blue everywhere. This is just not a good look. I love the love for Lionel Messi. You know, he finally wins his World Cup, but this is just bad. This is ill-fitting. The color blocking is nasty. I gotta drop this, Trey Young. Next up, James Harden of the Philadelphia 76ers. Look, I try to mix it up here. Like, we could do LeBron, Chris Paul, James Harden every single week, PJ Tucker, the guys that are the mainstays of this, but there's certain things I just can't pass up, man. James Harden here, everything he's rocking is Louis Vuitton, from the sneakers to the shirt and pants set. They're calling these the draped relaxed pants, as well as the thistle knotted collar shirt. A real floral theme and pattern. The collar super exaggerated up top. It's just I don't know. This is just bad. This is bad. I get it. It's Louis. It's big dogs. I get it. But the windbreaker / bell bottom pants, I can't do. These sneakers are fucking absolutely horrible. What are those? It's just nasty work. I can't do it. James Harden dropping it. Next up, Josh Christopher of the Houston Rockets in all Balenciaga logo shirling jacket. To the pants, destroyed baggy pant, of course, because baggy is the shit now, y'all. And the Balenciaga 3XL sneaker, terrible sneaker, this distressed, baggy, appropriating the aesthetic of homeless people, I guess Balenciaga's not doing because they want to endlessly troll us all. I actually dig this shirling a lot, but you've seen it everywhere. Lil Baby, every single rapper has rocked this shirling, but it looks good. I actually rock with it, but the rest of it, I just can't do. Goodbye. All right, let's get right into sneak peek. First up, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low OG. This colorway is called the olive, the olive backward swoosh. Black suede on the toe box, as well as the upper, a sort of creamish midsole. This is, like, by my count, the 4,000th colorway of this exact freaking shoe, if you want to, include the highs and the lows. I'm not mad at this colorway. It's just like, it's been 5 years of this, and at a certain point, I'm tired of it.
Huh? I gotta go.
People keep flocking to it, so Nike's gonna keep putting it out. That's how capitalism works. But me personally, I don't care for this shoe, this specific shoe, and I'm completely over this design. But it's a crazy shoe, so we wanted to cover it here. Travis Scott, Jordan 1 Low OG, the olive. And this will be releasing April 26 on sneakers and select retailers. So be on the lookout for these in about a month or so. Next up, we get the official images of the Nike Air Foamposite One metallic red. These will be coming out at some point, definitely this year, but they finally released the official images. Again, I always cover Foamposites up here because I'm a New York City guy, and it was just one of the biggest shoes, mostly no matter what the colorway were. I think the big dogs are definitely still the eggplant and the Orlando Magic colorway. But these metallic reds, I remember when they came out, around 10 or so years ago, and it was a big freaking deal. Nike bringing them back. I wonder what the audience is for these. I know I won't really be caring about them when they finally do this again, but one of their most innovative shoes from 25 years ago, and even still to this day, it's really striking shoe, if not, very comfortable or wearable at all. These will be coming out this year, the Nike Air Foamposite One metallic red. Things are getting very, very spicy between Nike and their lawsuit against StockX. We talked about this a while ago. The lawsuit started last year. Basically, StockX was selling NFTs, Nike products that weren't officially licensed by Nike. Documents start to leak. Nike also alleged in this lawsuit that StockX is selling fake Nikes. Why is this a problem? StockX, their brand statement is that they authenticate the shoes that sellers are selling, and so therefore every consumer can have the trust when something comes through StockX that they are getting the real McCoy and not some, really good bootleg. Quick shout out to my brother Brendan Dunn over at Complex. He's been all over this story. A brother by the name of Roy Kim, who bought about 62 Air Jordan 1s from StockX last year. He ran them through one of these sneaker authentication apps. 38 of them came back as bootlegs. He reached out to StockX. They didn't hit him back. He went public on his social. His post went viral, and it was only then did StockX try to make this guy whole and do the right thing. A whole ordeal. This is according to Brendan Nunn's story. Nike starts off their lawsuit by saying like, yo, man, you guys gotta stop with the NFT crap. And then they go for the jugular and say, not only are you guys stepping into our space in NFTs, your whole business model is a sham. And you probably shouldn't even exist. And this is where I'll say this right now. The sneaker game is just in a very strange place right now. The bootleg market, especially these high heat releases, it's almost impossible for the naked eye of Joe Schmo who loves sneakers to just look at a shoe and be like, fuck that, this is fake, I'm not buying it. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't do it or you shouldn't, because the reality is, if the choice is between a bootleg of a sneaker you really like and literally cannot get because you've been shut out of legitimate means of procuring these sneakers and getting really, really legit fakes on the gray market or black market or whatever, it's not my job to tell you whether you should or should not do that. I would just say, where I came from, how I came up in sneakers, you didn't do that. But that was a different context and a paradigm of sneakers. So I'm not here to tell people what to do today. However, just know, man, and I'm gonna use the example of New York City real estate. They got these things, what they call ghost apartments on the west side of Manhattan, where Saudi nationals, Chinese nationals, Russian nationals, they buy up all of these apartments because of the nature of what goes on in their home countries. They park money into these apartments that nobody lives in. It's just basically an investment. And these apartments, you wouldn't believe how much they cost. Guess what? The market for those apartments actually affect the rents and the mortgages of everyday people in New York City who want to rent and buy apartments. That's what's happening with sneakers. The reason why these sneakers cost what they cost is not because everyday normal people are willing to shell out $1,600 for Travis Scott fragments. That's not the case. So with all of that in mind, I want anybody who's watching this to understand that the reason these shits cost what they cost, bro, is not because they're actually worth that. The people who are driving up these prices are not normal, everyday people, sneaker-loving people. And that's all I'll say for that. All right, that was our show for today. Make sure you subscribe to The Ringer's YouTube page. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get full court fits and every single other Ringer offering every single week, every single day, quite frankly. I want to give a shout out to our producers, Richie and Gahao. I fucked up Gahao's name last week. That was my bad. But I'm getting it right now, man. I'm back on the right track here. But shouts to them, man. They make sure the trains run on time and make this show what it is, quite frankly. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.